All right, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Whenever you hear this message, I pray that you are poised to receive, to accept, and most importantly, to respond to words of wisdom. Ashe. Today, I got a lesson of all lessons for you. This is a breakthrough lesson. This is a breakthrough lesson. This is a breakthrough lesson. If you can internalize this lesson and apply this lesson in your life, I guarantee you, I promise that you are going to be treated to the most terrifying but exhilarating experience imaginable. And this is a lesson all about settling. Usually, when we talk about settling nowadays, people are talking about settling in their romantic relationships. And generally speaking, the conversation is this fake sense of high standards, wherein we're looking back at what we have been doing the last 5 years, the last 10 years, and we're saying that, this person, you want to diss the person that you were with by saying you were settling. That's basically what it boils down to. 99% of the time, when people talk about settling, that's what they're trying to say. I wasted my time with you because you're a bum, right? And, your other mediocre, half-stepping friends and cronies are going to fan those flames all day. They're going to tell you, yeah. This person was just such a lowlife and da-da-da-da-da. You're so much better. But those people are bums themselves. They're not really helping you. They're not. The reason why you settled is because you didn't want to do what was necessary to take the upper level. You refused to do what was necessary to be a part of the better option. Because if you look back at when you chose to be with this person, or when you chose this job, or when you chose to live in this apartment, or when you chose that job, that car, there was a better option. There was a better car. There was a better apartment. There was a better partner. There was a better job. But you didn't want to do the extra work. You didn't want to wake up earlier. You didn't want to stay up later. You didn't want to get on your knees and beg. You didn't want to, sacrifice certain comforts. You didn't want to. You wanted to take what was right in front of you. It was convenient. It was easy. It was accessible. So you chose it. But in your heart, you knew that it was not your top choice. So it's not a question of the inferiority or the mediocrity of the other person or the job or whatever. It's a question of what is it within you that prompted you to choose something that you knew didn't meet your standards. That's your real problem. What is it in you that allowed you to opt into something that you know was less than what you truly need and what you want? Those are the questions that you got to pursue to the very end. Because the way you answer those questions is going to determine the way you approach the next opportunity, because there's another opportunity right in front of you. There's another job, there's another house, there's another partner that you're going to have to choose. Are you willing to do what's necessary to be a part of the elite? Are you willing to do what's necessary to accomplish the real vision that you have in your mind and in your heart? Are you willing to do what it takes to associate with the kinds of people who just don't play? Today in our daily devotion, we got a really powerful lesson, which it really in part is inspiring this message. And it was about the question of people being too flippant, people being too casual, easy come, easy go. And so because their attitude is just so lackadaisical, they get whatever the wind blows in their direction. And almost every time It might be functional, but it's of a lesser quality. And then in the next iteration, they look back and they say that was kind of weak. Well, it couldn't be better because everything that you put into it was inferior. And so you create this cycle, right? Of being casual, easy come, easy go. You get something of inferior quality, and then you're complaining about it. You're dissatisfied with it. You got to break that cycle. This is your opportunity to break that cycle. You got to decide you want it more than you're afraid of it. You got to decide you want it more than you want to be comfortable. You got to decide you want it more than you want to be popular or part of the in crowd, right? Because when you're going to do that exceptional work, then you're going to stand out. You're going to be different from what the average everyday person is doing. And most people are not going to encourage you to take that stance. I'll never forget one of the first jobs I applied for. This is down in San Diego, and it was at a university. And it was a great experience. There was a black woman who was interviewing me. I've forgotten what position it was, but one of the questions she asked was where I see myself in 5 years. And I was honest with her. I don't remember what my answer was, but I was honest. I told her that, in 5 years, I didn't expect to be there. In 5 years, I had a whole other set of ideas in my mind. At that time, I was probably talking about going back to Africa. And I told her straight out, I'm here. I want to do a good job, but I don't expect to be here in 5 years. And much to my surprise, she said, good, because I wouldn't even hire any black man who saw himself doing this for the next, 5 years or for the next decade. And it was a great relief, but also an affirmation, that she was a little older and, how we do. She was giving me that look and that tone to let me know that, hey, you know what? This is bigger than you. You're bigger than this. This, If you do this, this is a short run for you. You need to be taking this as a stepping stone. And most people just aren't going to give you that kind of feedback. So I know that what I'm saying to you about settling is maybe a little outside of what the norm is, but I'm telling it to you in much the same spirit that the sister was telling me. If you want something more, and you should want something more, then you got to be willing to forego something less. You have to be able to reject the lesser option until you get to the option that really suits your vision and is going to accommodate your dream. And so I'm sending this lesson out, as always, to the leaders. If you're somebody who refuses to settle and you're determined to improve the world through positive influence, I want you to find out how Oloye Obafemi Origunwa and the Orisha Lifestyle Academy can help you take your practice and your life to the highest level possible. I want you to visit me today at obafemio.com or orishalifestyle.com. Get yourself enrolled. Let's start working together to help you live the medicine that will heal your life and heal the lives of those that you are destined to serve. I look forward to working with you. Bye for now. Odaro.